Girl, what's up with the High Heels and Tea podcast this season?
Girl, we've been popping.
Yeah.
We've been popping, having so much fun doing this podcast, man. Who been your favorite so far?
Girl, Sunshine Monroe and Tommy, girl.
Ooh, speaking of Tommy,
What?
girl, he is hosting his live podcast.
He is?
Yes, girl, August the 3rd.
Girl, that's gonna be too fun.
It's gonna be fun as hell. Then we got Cormer Boys performing, and we got special guest Obi West coming in from Las Vegas.
Period,
Just
girl.
to sit with us and do the live High Heels and Tea podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure y'all get y'all tickets available right now at eventbrite.com.
Go
okay?
get those tickets.
Get the chance to come out, have a good time with us, hang out with us, good check, unscripted conversations with the High Heels and Tea podcast. And guess what? In addition to Obi West being a special guest,
You also have a chance to come and be a guest with the High Heels and Tea podcast if you get your ticket today.
eventbrite.com. Click the link in the bio and come join us. See you soon.
It's the High Heel Tea Podcast. Yes, sir. Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Ree Podcast. And it's the podcast, and it's the High. Let's go.
Welcome back to the High Heels and Tea podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
And yeah, today we are joined by the beautiful Blacc Cherry. Hey, girl. Twin. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You look good.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm glad to be here.
We got you, girl.
I feel all welcomed and stuff.
Really? You should. That's the goal.
And I was greeted with wine. This is amazing.
we tried.
Make you
Never been greeted
make
with wine.
you feel good.
Yes.
all over.
And she chose which wine she wanted. Okay. We want you to be nice and comfortable and
I'm a
good.
lady.
Yes. Treat you like a lady. Can you share with the viewers, with the listeners, who you are and a little bit background? Wait.
I am. Well, my name has been Blacc Cherry since I was 17, 18. I've been just kind of on the scene doing choreography at first. At first, I was doing choreography and background dancing and like R&B groups and rappers and stuff. And then it just graduated to me like being in the club and knowing everybody. So then I started doing like club promotion. Then I became a bartender. Then right when I became a bartender, the one club I was able to work at burnt down. Then I became a stripper. And then it's like addiction. Once you start it, it's really hard to stop.
Once you pop
It's
that
a hustle.
pussy, it's hard to stop.
Once you because it's a power. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So how does it make you feel though?
it makes me feel powerful.
That's what she said. It makes her feel like
A lot
you're
of
in control.
People believe this story and storyline on movies and shows where like girls become strippers because they're trying to pay for tuition,
Yeah.
or they're trying to go through college, or they're, you know what I'm saying, they had an abusive boyfriend, they got a pimp.
They got a pimp
Everybody
into
who's in
it,
the strip
yeah.
club isn't like that. Some people just, you know, it started off as like me being in a hard spot, and, you know. Of course, I know how to dance, and all my friends is strippers now. And I'm in the pink slip every day.
I was about to ask which one you work at.
I might as well do amateur night, but I was pressured, and I didn't want to. Like, I still was like, I'm not gonna take my clothes off. Bitch, no.
Who pressured you, or what was it, a dare, or just being in the environment made you feel pressured? What was the pressure?
My mama said, you better get up and go get some money or something.
You over there boom cat and that ain't.
See, I really thought about what my mama was gonna think. Like, my family, and like, what if somebody see me? You know what I'm saying? But when my mama was like,
Makes sense.
like,
Get up there and get that money.
But
you better go dance or something. And one day
Yeah.
I just came back because she was my
Yeah.
my landlord. She was a leasing lady, and she had got a free apartment. So me and my sister had to pay her rent, and I had owed her some money. I came back.
Your
I
mama
came
like,
in the leasing office.
"Get
I
your
had
shit
like
together."
$300 in stacks.
Yeah.
Hundreds. Just slapped it on the desk. And she was like, "Where you been? You said go to the club and do something."
yeah,
So I
And I
went.
did something.
It's all yes.
And
I
I
swear.
did it.
And I'm sure like you starting off with choreography, dancing. I'm sure that helped with your skills too, right?
I love dancing all my life.
Okay.
All my life, I've been the cousin, the sister,
Mm-hmm.
the friend that could dance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, still to this day, I still can dance just like that. Still can do choreography. Like, I'm still good with what I do. I just you fall into one category of something, and you know what I'm saying, it becomes who you are at a certain point in time. But it was just like a walk in the park. It was like I already knew how to be sexy, and I already knew how to
Getting
like
sexy.
shake my ass a little bit. But I was more seductive.
Yeah.
Like I know how to be seductive. I can entice you. Like I'm the dancer that will dance in the club and have everybody like this.
I got a question. Before that question, I had another question. But so I'm gonna get you with two questions real quick. Number one, when you was doing just dancing before you transitioned to the strip club, were you dancing in high heels or tennis shoes? What was you dancing in?
I
And
was
did you have
dancing
to
in
learn? Okay, so you
heels.
knew how to dance in heels already.
I was going to the club in heels all the time.
Yeah.
Like
So it wasn't a
I was like
transition.
I was like 18 in Sugar Lounge
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, clubs like that and the Loft and
Having a good
the
time.
IP and Sprues and stuff. Like I
Right.
was not supposed to be in those spots. Let's just say that. Shout out to Big Fred, RIP. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my sisters were twins. And so I used to use the smaller sister ID because I could pass.
Right.
So I was 18. People thought I was like 24, 25.
Okay.
Like it was easy.
So you was
for
in
me.
those environments.
I was in those environments. I could walk in here like that's. I would prefer to put heels on and go in the grocery store.
Hey.
What is your signature move? Because now you saying like, look, if I get in the club and I walk around now,
And
I get everybody attention. What is your go-to move where you know, like,
that
I
is
know
gonna
when
get
I,
everybody popping.
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
I
My
want you to lie.
signature move in the club. I
Yeah.
think I have the prettiest coochie ever there is of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So my go-to move would if say like, yeah, they tipping, but they ain't tipping enough like I want them to tip.
Okay.
I take my drawers off.
Okay.
Take them
And
draws.
I'll
Now I got another
for
question.
real, and I'll lay on my back.
All these questions.
I
Yes.
lay on my back and I do this move where
And
like
show your
I
pussy.
spread, like I spread my leg and
Okay.
hold it all the way back with where like I'm doing
A split.
a split,
Chinese
a
split
boomerang,
laying down.
Yeah.
laying down, and you know it's just it's movements like.
Oh, no.
It's
It's
just
a
the
split.
movements is what do it. Like
Yeah.
playing with
I
your
thought so.
coochie, making it look like you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying, playing with something. These
And the men
were-
go crazy.
The men go crazy. But
Okay.
see, that was kind of a back in the day thing.
Okay.
I'm what the young strippers would call now a old bitch. The old bitches be hating. The old bitches be mad. The old bitches.
You an old bitch stripper.
I'm an old bitch
Why
now.
you say that?
Because when I started,
Yeah.
I wasn't as young as them.
Okay.
A lot of these girls start they be
Understood.
18.
Because you was doing other stuff.
19.
Yeah.
I was 22, 23 when I first started dancing.
Okay.
You was a
So
grandma stripper.
for real, I started, but I'm dancing next to the girls who were dancing before me. Still, if I was like to go back to the club, the girls that were dancing before me still dance.
They're still there.
Yeah,
Okay. So
flow don't stop.
you said
Float on.
you
stop.
think you in your opinion you have a beautiful vagina. What classifies vagina? And y'all probably can do this
Cute
question
vagina.
together. A cute vagina versus an ugly vagina.
Not one of them ones that be like this.
A
Now-
flappy one.
It's no secret that Blacc Cherry like women.
Okay.
I've been liking women 99.9% of my life.
Not 99.
I lick coochie for a living. So I want to see a nice looking vagina. I know what my shit look like. Like, I ain't been worn and torn. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my coochie is still intact. At finna be 32, my coochie still hides in between the lips. Like,
So a saggy,
bend over.
droopy vagina is something that's
droopy,
not.
lips just
But
hanging.
can't that be genetic?
Hair bumps, you know, like those
I don't think
ingrown hair bumps
saggy
and
vagina
stuff.
is genetic. I ain't never seen no saggy
When you
vagina.
bend over, your
saggy
coochie
baby
automatically
vagina.
open.
Yeah.
That's a no for me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a visual. Okay.
I seen that.
it's so much you
Oh my
see.
God, y'all! I just watched this porno on Twitter.
Because that's the
This
new
girl-
porn.
Yeah, this
Yes.
girl stuck her whole hand in her pussy. I was on there like,
She fisted herself.
She fisted herself. She was in that motherfucker. She had long ass nails on too.
You have to
One
be
thing
a
I don't
different type
understand.
of freaky.
I don't understand how
And a pedestrian.
Is it just
Because how
me?
do you get the wrist
because
together?
She been
I
practicing
don't know about
for
the
a while.
long nails
Wrist
in
go
her
crazy.
pussy. Like the
Yeah.
long nails. She had them long ass nails in her pussy. She was just like up in her. And I'm
I
like,
used to have that problem when I used to date girls, and they used to be like, "You're not gonna play with my coochie with them
The long ass nails. Oh, when you let
Girl, shut up and bring
This
that
shit
ass
hurts
in.
though. But don't it
No,
hurt?
but for real,
But
I
don't that
don't
hurt?
wish
scratch it.
I don't wish
Yeah.
to like play with, you know what I'm saying, like be trying to finger you with nails on. I'm grown past that stage in my life where like don't be trying to put your fingers in my coochie.
Yeah.
Don't play with my coochie,
No.
lick it.
The fisting
Like,
girl
you're
probably
not
was on
finna do
something
that.
Tommy was on.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen that. That's some shit. You be on that? You be on
No,
that? Hey, that's
She
wild.
put her whole fist in her pussy out. I just couldn't even see it. I was like,
He over there like this with his phone.
I saw that. I seen this post on Facebook. It said, dudes that like to be squirted on trifling as hell. And then in the comments, the following comment said, but call me though. I was like, what the fuck?
I saw
I know that's right.
I saw something. I saw something where, and I don't know. I wish Tommy was mic'd up, but where it was like one of the dudes was saying that. Okay, one of the dudes was saying that when you're creamy, like that's nasty to them.
what?
Yeah.
Well, that's because men are not as educated on vagina as they would like to be, or as they think they are.
But-
All they know is to fuck it,
But even with that,
and that it bleeds.
That means that you're turned on.
that's what. Yeah. So that's. I'm like that's my
Extremely turned on.
Yeah.
Because she could be, say she been fucking you for months. And out of nowhere, one night, you know what I'm saying, y'all really get into it.
Oh,
and
you
she
finally got it
screaming,
right.
and you like, what?
Yeah,
What
I saw
you
it was a
doing?
whole
You hit
thread.
something different.
It was a whole thread of men like, I second it. Like I don't like that. But then from an educational standpoint, from an educational standpoint, I saw something where it was saying that like even if you have like let's say you have a lot of sex, like your vagina is not going to react to all of this sex, like from an elastic standpoint. So even with you describing the vagina, right? Like, oh, if it's droopy, if it's this, it look like that's a sign you've been getting fucked a lot.
True.
But from what I saw,
Like
it's
you
like
said,
you
it
can
ain't-
get elfed a lot, but that just because you have a droopy vagina,
Depends on
yeah.
your elasticity. Like our vagina is a muscle. It's supposed to go contract back after you have sex. Either if you fucking a horse. The only way that it would be like super open. The only way that it was super open is if you was getting a horse every day, every single day of your life. You've been horsed. You're like,
I swear to God, I got a horse. Like,
telling horses the same.
my-
That's nasty work.
my man be turn me up, and then right when he come back to me, it's like I've never had it all
It's
over.
the beauty of a horse.
What is it? Where you getting this
That's-
new dick from every
That's the
time?
beauty.
You grew another dick.
Yeah.
Same
But
thing.
that,
every
that
time
speaks
you give me
to
dick, it's
the
new dick.
woman vagina. But then even with that, right? Something that I saw was like if you don't, I'm gonna say how you saying it's a muscle, right? And if you ain't having enough sex, like that can also
Closes up.
that not necessarily closes up, but that can also lead to having too much elasticity.
Can you run me that by?
That can also lead to, you know what I'm saying, like you not having a tight vagina, not fucking enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, what? Look,
Thank you.
look close up. Got a big bottle.
If you ain't never had Merlot,
Yes.
rosé,
Yes, we got a big bottle.
But we're not sponsoring
Yeah,
them.
we're
Yeah,
not sponsoring
don't.
them, but we
Make
got a
your
big
own.
bottle. Not what Tommy
Mix
had
it.
on before. Not that little big bottle. We got a big
Look her.
bottle.
Look, she drunk.
Oh,
Look, she poured it in her
hi, I
cup.
still have from yesterday.
You got it.
It's 420
Man, God,
today.
420. First off,
Yeah.
happy Taurus season.
You a Taurus?
My birthday's coming up. I'll be
When?
32.
When?
I don't look like it May 2nd.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday ahead of time.
It's my birthday.
Look at you pouring up. That's your birthday drink.
Right, at this point.
I like wine.
Here, I take this from.
Wine make me feel fine.
Good.
Feel fine. Yeah.
Good. So, anyways, when you been in the club, what are some of the most? What I was going to say. What are some of the most amateur moves that you would see?
Yeah, that's
And
good.
yeah, as a stripper. Like you'll be watching. It don't matter her age. What is something
Oh
that
my
you can
God.
tell? Like you an amateur. You ain't been doing this long enough.
Exactly. Like, go sit your ass down.
When they
Look at you. You like
it ain't even the dancing that
Yeah.
show me that they are amateur.
Uh-huh.
When they come on the floor, I'm gonna look at the camera when I say this. So hopefully some of y'all see this.
No, y'all.
When y'all come on the floor
Okay. Let me take my
and
notes.
y'all take y'all phone and
Like-
it could be customers on the floor. Okay.
That's my
That
number
get
one.
the attention in the room.
That's the number
That's the look at me.
Yes.
You know?
That's the look at me.
Yeah, that's
I never,
the look at me.
I never knew what that was for. I used to be like, what
See, I stump and do it at the same time. Like I hold the pole and I stump
Okay.
and do it like that.
That's the, come on, guys.
Go
I'm right
crazy.
here.
Yeah, go crazy. Look, you gonna hear this. You gonna hear this floor, you gonna hear these shoes. But you girls, when y'all come on the floor and y'all have y'all phone and this customer's already on the floor, I'm sorry, whether older guys or not, when y'all come on the floor and y'all go straight to the part of the club that the niggas not at, where y'all go on the side of the stage and go in the mirror and start looking at yourself and recording yourself. You know how many mirrors y'all pass before y'all come out that damn dressing room? You could have made all the videos
All the
you needed to
content.
make.
Yeah.
Before you started working.
Excuse my burp.
It's the wine. 'Cause
Taking
I started
all
working
the pictures you needed to take before you came and hit the floor.
Yeah.
You get on the floor and then you automatically ignore the customers. You know what I'm saying? Just because you might see this customer and be like, oh, well, he don't never throw no money. You think he could afford to come in here every day if he didn't have no money?
That part. Make it make sense.
He waiting.
Every day. Like I said, I've been dancing for a long time, 9.5 years. If I was to count the, few parties I had snuck and done right after I stopped dancing, I would say 10 years. I work day shift majority of that
Yeah, a lot
time.
of my
I like them old.
Look at me.
I like the
grandpas.
older guys.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? I like them. Well, I'm going to still say,
The parties
look at me, I'm still
the parties I invite you to.
yes.
Okay.
I like them.
Papa,
40, 45
Maybe
and
the
older.
grandpas.
Smoking cigars, minding their business, long pockets, willing to pay to play, and not be and talking to you and giving you 20s and not wasting your time. Buying you a drink. Hey, but you could tell a gentleman right off the bat.
Yeah.
Chivalry ain't dead with older men.
Yeah.
First thing they ask you when you sit down is, hey, baby, what you drinking?
Yeah.
You could start a conversation. You could order a drink. I go fishing all the time. That was a thing that I used to do when I was trying to get some extra money or get clientele. Go to bars, cigar bars, or casino bars, nice restaurant bars, and order some shit like a whiskey or. You know what I'm saying? Some cognac that you don't know nothing, they think you don't know nothing about because you're a pretty girl.
Yep.
Cavassier and shit. Woodford Reserve and shit like that. And that's a conversation starter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you know about
Yes,
that?
yes.
That's the first thing they gonna say.
Yeah.
And boom, now we got a conversation.
Yeah.
And that leads to him buying your drinks,
Yeah.
him paying for your food,
Yeah.
him asking you what you doing on the daily, trying to take you to a date. Do you need some brakes on your car?
Yeah.
What bill do you need, Kay?
Nah.
He ain't buy you a
Look, I'm
trial
sorry.
watch for TV. Like,
You need brakes on your car.
I'm sorry, baby.
for real.
Yeah.
I'm with
A
you
lot
on
of the
that.
girls, the younger girls don't know how to have
They don't know
conversations.
how to
So
do
that's
it.
the
They'll
deal
learn.
breaker for them.
But did you have to learn to like maneuver that space? You know what I'm saying?
It's in you. I know you.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be in this profession and you knew,
I did, but I didn't. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's in me, not on me.
Okay.
The first day I went to go audition for the strip club, they asked me to work. I had to stay and work. Like, I knew what to do.
What's the most you made one day?
One day,
Yeah. Or one night, because I know
one
you said
night in the club.
Yeah, you said you worked the day shift, but what's the most you made?
See, I'm gonna be realistic because I'm not one of the I'm popular on the back end. I'm like everybody's favorite stripper. But I'm not like the super on the forefront where I put myself in those rooms to make because I wanted to be in those rooms, but it's just I battle between being outside and being a homebody.
Yeah.
So the most I made was probably $3,000, 3,500 in a night. And this was off of one guy. I gave him a hand massage. Shout out to Frank White. Shout out to Frank White. Frank White came in the club at Onyx.
Yeah.
And I was giving him a hand I was giving him a hand massage. He was all he wanted was his hands massaged in the club. I was massaging his hands.
Why you say hand massage? I thought you was talking about checking off.
Because they say
I
that.
thought you would have.
And he was here on a layover on like a train for like 20 some hours or something. And so he came to the strip club and he sent it to my phone. And he wanted me to like take him to get something to eat and show him where to go. And I went straight in the office and was like, I know y'all said don't leave with no customers with no money, but he just sent me $3,000. So I'm up. Like shit. Like Cherry, what you sitting here talking to us for?
Man. I am up. So
he's like, I'm up.
Now, I've made more than that, like consecutively, because we're talking about making money every day.
Yeah. But now, that's still a good plan for one night.
Realistically, in a week, I've made some money.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, even still to this day, without being a dancer, I still, you know what I'm saying, reap the benefits of being Blacc Cherry. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
I just had somebody send me $400 on Facebook.
So that's what I wanted to know. You dabbed in a lot of different spaces, but they all kind of under the same umbrella with dancing. What's next for you? Like, what's happening next for you?
Well, I've been bartending. I was a bartender before I started dancing. Like I stepped into it.
Yeah.
And now I'm bartending. I still get to display the same personality and be the same spunky person without having to take my clothes off.
Yeah.
I really didn't have to take my clothes off when I was dancing, but I'm powerful in my own right. And I feel like my body is beautiful.
Right.
Not to mention I'm the one in the few of chocolate women who's not covered in tattoos and piercings, and I don't have any children. So it makes me, you know what I'm saying, the prize, the dime of the dozen when I walk in the room.
Right.
That's what I kind of pride myself on. What's next for me is everything.
Yes.
Everything that I didn't do while I was dancing because I was so busy, you know, being a girlfriend, being in a relationship with females. You know what I'm saying? Being in a relationship with females kind of held me back from a lot.
I got a question about that. So, in a relationship and females, do you find that they're more insecure than males? When it comes to promoting yourself as a person that's out there or something like that,
they can be toxic. They can be. See, it's funny because they disguise themselves as nobody lives in their truth. I don't know nobody like me that lives in their truth like me. Like I wear my life on my sleeve to the point where sometimes people have to tell me like, scale back. Don't put that on social media. Don't share that. You on live arguing. You on live crying. You on live. Well, one, before social media influence was a thing, I've been social media influencer. I'll go live with my clothes on and have like 800 to 1,000 viewers, and then off the live a couple hours later, it still be at like 1,800, 2,300. I'll be like, what do people be looking at? Like, I'm just a funny person. Not to mention I'm beautiful, but bad as a motherfucker. And it be shocking people like, you ain't even have to get naked to get on there and do all of that.
True.
I do hair. I taught myself how to do nails. I'm still trying to teach myself that. Like
you're gonna be hustling.
Everything that I take on, I kind of take it serious and conquer it.
Right.
But then the bad part about being a tourist is I get bored fast.
So
once I conquer it,
I'm about to say that you get bored once you conquer it, and
once I conquer it, and then be like, oh fuck, now I don't even want to do this no more. Like,
I think that's what all of us.
Like,
what? Speaking of your social media, where can listeners find you? The viewers find you.
I have multiple social medias. You can find me at Cynthia Thompson. That's my full name. Also, Facebook. It'll pop up Blacc Cherry on the side. That's Black with 2 C's, Cherry with an I, not a Y. And you can find me at Black_Cherry on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's BLACC_Cherry with an I.
So I have something I want to end this.
I got an OnlyFans too, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all want to
but then
put that out
Black
of the Berry.
Before you get into your follow question, are you available for booking still?
So given life and how life be lifing, if I know you already, I am available for booking, but it gotta be left on the floor. Like, it gotta be left on the floor. I'm such a seasoned dancer now and such a veteran. I don't even want to have to work that hard because I be working hard. We talking about still. It ain't too many 32-year-olds still out there busting splits, busting flips, busting handstands, and still giving it to them like full throttle.
Right.
Like 7 songs straight. If I come out of retirement and come out of booking, like,
make it worth it.
they gotta make it worth it. Yeah. And I already charge, like, I charge $200 up front with a $50 deposit. And that's just to get me through the door.
Right.
That's not even to keep me there. If you're not tipping, I'm not stripping. I get out of there fast.
You're not tipping. She's not stripping.
For real. And my dances ain't no boring dances neither. I'm talking about get naked, bust a sweat. We're gonna eat chicken with you, take shots with you, talk shit with you. We're gonna break some furniture with you. We might get put out with you, but we're leaving. We're not leaving with you.
So I want you to do this. I want you to share your best piece of advice before we end this episode.
Yes.
For like entrepreneurs, period, as a female, or like women,
whatever you feel.
Yeah.
What is the one piece of advice that
you've learned
you take with you, and no matter, as you're saying, from all these different angles, entrepreneurship, being a woman, whatever, like, this is the best piece of advice that you can offer, that you would offer?
The best piece of advice I could offer is never shortchange yourself and never give up on yourself. Don't let nobody tell you that you're too popular or that you can't do something or let their insecurities hold you back. Because a lot of times people with a good heart who love people and we care about what people think, we let other people's opinions hold us back.
Right.
And as women, we do that more because we are naturally lovers. And we care about what people think as much as people like to say that they don't. We care about how we portray. So just never give up on yourself and always keep going. And when I say never stop going, always suppress the next thing. Conquer that, keep going. Conquer that, keep going. There's never too many notches you can have under your belt. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Channel your inner Taurus.
Yes. Channel your inner hustler. Challenge yourself. Like, push yourself to do shit that you never thought that you could do. Even if you're like, oh, I can't do this, or I never thought I'd do this. Do it, because we're in an age of where everything is happening so fast.
Yep. Yes.
Where, like, you learn it, you do it, you rich. Like, and everybody better get on board or you gonna be feeling left out and left behind.
True. Blacc Cherry, thank you for sitting and spitting that free game, dropping them gems. I was I could feel a gem in her. So that's why I asked you this.
But it's always with like men.
Yeah.
And they ask me the craziest shit every single time.
Yeah.
They ask me questions. And it's so refreshing to sit down and just be a woman.
Just be a woman and talk about woman shit. Okay?
Period.
Because I know y'all go through stuff. Y'all done been through some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Every woman without being a dancer has sold themselves.
Has their own journey. Has their own story.
To sell themselves, whether it's podcasting, selling, like, to sell shoes and all kind of stuff. Like, you gotta sell yourself. Like, and as women, we gotta sell ourselves 20 times harder.
Sell that sex
to
appeal.
Be taken serious.
Period.
Yes.
Sex appeal sells.
It does. Thank you again for joining us, and thank y'all for listening to the High Heels and Tea podcast.